Making the Invisible Visible, Black Women 365 Days of the Year. Each day will spotlight a remarkable woman whose story has shaped Black, British or global diasporic history. Women whose achievements are too often overlooked. Through these daily short films, we create a living, breathing archive of leadership, creativity, resistance and legacy. Let's begin. We remember and honour Marielle Franco, a woman whose life, work and voice became a symbol of resistance, courage and the ongoing struggle for justice. Marielle Franco was born in 1979 in Mara Favela in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. She grew up in a community shaped by poverty, state violence, racism and inequality. But rather than allowing those realities to silence her, she transformed her lived experience into political action. Marielle understood something powerful, that people from marginalised communities should not just simply be spoken about, they must be part of the decision-making, leadership and change. She was a Black woman, a feminist, a sociologist, a mother, openly queer and unapologetically political. In many ways, her very presence challenged symbols of power. In 2016, she was elected to Rio de Janeiro City Council with one of the highest vote counts in the city. Her campaign centred around Black Brazilian women, LGBTQ+ communities and residents of the favellas, communities too often ignored, criminalised or erased. Marielle spoke out consistently against police brutality and state violence. She questioned why poor Black communities were over-policed while inequalities continued unchecked. She challenged corruption, militarisation and injustice, even when doing so placed her in danger. And still, she continued. Because for Marielle Franco, politics was not about status, it was about accountability. It was about people. It was about making visible those who society preferred not to see. Then on the 14th of March 2018, Marielle Franco was assassinated in Rio de Janeiro alongside her driver, Anderson Gomes. She was only 38 years old. The news shocked the world. But her death was exposed to uncomfortable truths about race, power, violence and democracy in Brazil and beyond. Many recognised that Marielle had been targeted not despite who she was, but because of who she was, a Black woman demanding structural change. Yet even in death, her voice did not disappear. Her image became a global symbol of resistance. Murals carrying her face appeared across cities worldwide. Her words were quoted in protests, classrooms, conferences and movements for justice. Because Marielle Franco represented more than one individual. She represented the rights of Black women to lead, the rights of poor communities to be heard, the rights to challenge oppression with fear, the right to exist fully and unapologetically. Her legacy reminds us that visibility can be powerful, but it can also be at a cost of a Black woman who speaks truth to power. Making the invisible visible is about recognising that those whose labour, activism and creativity and leadership are often overlooked until tragedy forces the world to pay attention. Marielle Franco should not only be remembered for the way she died, she should be remembered for how she lived boldly, fearlessly, intelligently, compassionately and with deep political conviction. Her questions continue to echo globally. Who gets to belong? Who gets to be protected? And who is still fighting simply to be seen? As we honour Marielle Franco, we also honour every Black woman who continues to resist erasure, confront injustice and imagine a more equitable future, because Black women have always shaped history, even when history has failed to acknowledge them. And Marielle Franco's legacy reminds us that struggle for justice is not only about remembrance, it's about continuing the work. Thank you for joining us for today's story. Making the Invisible Visible is our commitment to ensuring that Black women's histories and contributions are recognised, valued and kept in daily circulation. Across 2026, we will continue to share these powerful narratives, 365 days of impact, brilliance and inspiration. Stay connected, join the conversation, and help us champion the women whose journeys continue to shape our world. I'm Paulette Brooks, and I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next story.